This week on Takedown, the 18th Dave Schultz Memorial International. We'll take you through the weekend that was in college wrestling, and we'll go one-on-one with the world bronze medalist. So stay tuned because it all starts right now. Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper. What do you say? Let's take a look at what's trending this week right here on Takedown. One of the few remaining Olympic trials qualifiers kicked off Thursday, and 4 Americans grabbed Greco gold at the 18th Dave Schultz Memorial in Colorado Springs. Winning the title at 59 kilos, Army veteran Jermaine Hodge. He pinned New York KC's Sammy Jones in the second period. At 75 kilos, it was Corey Hope who picked up a 7-0 shutout over Dylan Cowan. Ranked second in the country at 130 kilos, Toby Erickson won his very first international gold when he beat Matthew Lamb 5-2. Austria's Amir Hustranovic scored a tech fall for the title at 85, and Kevin Mejia of Honduras also won by tech fall in the finals at 98. Winning the 4th gold medal and the Outstanding Wrestler Award to boot, Rayvon Perkins. In the final round at 66 kilos, Perkins hit a 2-point gut wrench. He tacked on a point for passivity, and then he shut out Alejandro Sancho 3-0.
I just had to be smart. I felt like I was stronger than him. I just had to keep pushing the pace, strong legs, and I just did. I'm comfortable in a body lock position, but I figured why give him a chance. That's what he's best at. It's my first tournament since the World Team Trials in 2014, man. I felt great being back out here.
All right, let's move on to men's freestyle action. The Americans swept all 6 divisions Friday. 65 kilos, former Minnesota star Jason Ness came out on top there, 10-0. Tech fall for that young man. Kevin LaValle won 3 bouts and took the 74-kilo division by injury forfeit. 2-time World Team member J.D. Berman took a close 10-9 decision at 97. And Austin Trotman edged out Titan Mercury teammate Deron Wynn 9-8 in the final round at 86. We go to 125. Well, it went to Matthew Muehlers with a 5-0 shutout over Benjamin Durbin. The Outstanding Wrestler Award and the 56-kilo title went to Alan Waters. The former Missouri All-American finished with 4 tech falls on the tournament. That included a quarterfinals victory over O.B. Blanc and a 17-5 blowout against junior world bronze medalist Stephen Michik.
Where do you go from here? I mean, nice win, obviously a solid tournament, some depth, some good competitors. Takeaways and what's your focus going forward?
Go win the Olympic trials. I mean, that's the next thing on the list for me. So I got three months till then. Go back, keep doing what I'm doing, keep training hard, wrestling, getting better, improving my positions, staying in shape, and I should be. There's a couple things I got to work on where I've struggled earlier in other tournaments. If I can fix those little things, I think it'll be good.
We got a women's freestyle. 4 more Americans won titles, bringing the U.S. gold medal count to 14. In a finals rematch of 48 kilos, Victoria Anthony earned a 6-4 decision over Cliff Chun. College star Kayla Miracle came from behind to defeat Randy Bells on criteria at 58 kilos. At 63 kilos, Latvia's Anastasia Gorjeva beat Jennifer Page 12-5. And after missing all of 2015 with a knee injury, Brittany Roberts stormed into competition, knocking out Forrest Molinari 4-1 in the finals at 69. Estonia's Ep May pinned Army veteran Iris Smith in the finals at 75 kilos. And the Women's OW Award went to 53-kilo champ Catherine Fulp-Allen. Trailing Sarah Hildebrandt 2-0 in the second period, Fulp-Allen scored a pair of 2-point counter exposures, including one in the final seconds for a 4-2 victory.
It's been an interesting journey coming back from being injured, and I still have some work to do, but I think the biggest thing is just staying in the match, just being in there and being in the moment, and even though things aren't perfect, things aren't perfectly timed, that's going to come, and it's all going to come in time for April, so I'm excited.
Wrestling fans, stay tuned. College news is up next. You're watching Takedown.
Come home to Casey's General Stores. Right now, get any large made-from-scratch traditional or flatbread sausage pizza for only $10. Order online at Casey'sToGo.com or with our new mobile app and enter for a chance to win free gas for a year. Download the Casey's app now in the App Store or Google Play and receive exclusive coupons. Find nearby locations with gas prices and sign up to win great prizes. Casey's, famous for pizza.
At Cookies, sauces and seasonings are business, but food is our passion. Our secret ingredient is Cookies Flavor Enhancer and All-Purpose Seasoning. It makes pretty much everything taste better. You can use it on meats and in marinades, veggies and seafood. Try it on pasta and even popcorn. Pick up a bottle at your local grocer and enhance the flavor of your favorite foods. For more ideas and recipes, visit cookiesbbq.com.
Cookies is the one.
The war raged for generations. No amount of bravery and conviction could end the infected, unyielding rage. And with every battle, the evil grew, changed, evolved. The warriors needed nothing short of a miracle to stop the infection, and a miracle they received. Your body is at war against skin infections and diseases each time you step onto the mat. Protect yourself against the invasion. Defense Soap. Defend what you have built.
Our guest, Elias Theodoro.
Can you teach me the Showtime kick?
Yeah, definitely.
It is a part of the grappling culture.
It's a part of the grappling culture.
It is.
To be successful in something, you need to be insane.
I just want to shock the world.
I'm on the verge of dying because I'm a vicious alcoholic.
Shibata Ibuki! What a shot! And that is it!
Headline News is brought to you by Sunflower Wrestling. Find them online at sunflowerwrestling.com.
Well, in 2015, it was a duel match that came down to the final bout. This time, it was over by intermission, as second-ranked Iowa took 8 of 10 over rival Minnesota. The Hawkeyes ran out to a big early lead as Thomas Gilman secured his 7th fall of the season when he pinned Skylar Petrie just a minute into the open at 125. Corey Clark made it interesting. Back-to-back bonus points by this young man. He pinned Sam Brunkel just 1 second left to put Iowa up by 12. We go to 141. Minnesota's Tommy Thorne took out Brody Grothus 6-4, but Iowa rebounded with wins from Brandon Sorensen and Edwin Cooper and held a 15-point lead at the half. Just a week after being pinned for the first time in his career, Sammy Brooks scored 3 takedowns, 12 near-fall points, and an 18-2 tech fall over Chris Farr. Well, in a top 5 matchup at 197, Nathan Burek suffered his first loss of the year, dropping a 6-5 decision to Brett Farr. Sam Soule gave Iowa their 8th win at 285 pounds. He topped Michael Kroll 7-3, and the Hawkeyes kept their undefeated record intact, 34-6.
In your chair when you start the duel with a bang like that.
It's great, and I was talking about Gilman a lot of different times today with the Big Ten Network being live. They always try to prep themselves with some side stories and what we like, and you know that's the thing that you go to is there's the example. And for a lot of reasons. And it all ties into one reason, and that is just his flat-out motor. And not just wrestling, but his motor, his attitude, and how his mind works in everything he does. And, you know, it's good leadership quality that you can look to, and he's vocal, too. But, you know, from a wrestling point of view, you like that. You know, that match started premature, and then all of a sudden, you know, they got to stop it. And then, you know, the guy got a freebie, really. And then you go out there and you just keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anything bother you. You're scoring 10 or 12 or 15 takedowns, even if they take 10 or 12 or 15 of them off the board. And that's just frame of mind, mindset.
Well, in their first conference match of the year, Northern Illinois took 7 of 10 over Eastern Michigan Saturday. They upset the Eagles 21-9. Trace Angelkas, Sean Scott, and Arthur Bunce all notched wins over ranked opponents, helping the Huskies secure their first conference road win since 2014. Northern Illinois is now 6-6 on the year and will return home to host Kent State this Friday and defending MAC champs Missouri on Saturday. Well, number 3, North Carolina State tied the school record for wins on Saturday when they picked up their 19th of the year against Pittsburgh. Sean Foss scored 2 takedowns in 3 minutes of riding time in the opener to down L.J. Bentley 6-3. Well, in one of the most anticipated bouts of the weekend, third-ranked Kevin Jack scored a reversal and a riding time point. He downed Pitt's fifth-ranked Mike Rosario 3-0. While the first Midlands champ in NC State history, Tommy Gant improved to 17-0 on the year with a 25-8 tech fall over Ronnie Garbinski, and Michael Boykin picked up a 3-2 win over Nick Bonacorsi. Top-ranked heavyweight Nick Gwiazdowski closed the duel with a 12-2 stomping over Ryan Solomon, and the Pack took down the Panthers 28-6. Well, it was Saturday in front of one of the largest crowds in Hearn Center history. The fifth-ranked Tigers of Mizzou faced off against former Big 12 rival Oklahoma. The Sooners ran out to an early 6-0 lead after wins from Ryan Milhoff and defending 133-pound champ Cody Brewer. But at 141, Missouri's Matt Manley erased the deficit. He scored 7 takedowns and a second-period fall over Trey Blackwell. Le'Veon Mays gave the Tigers their first lead with a 4-2 decision over Davion Jeffries, and Leroy Barnes tacked on a major decision at 157. Missouri went on to win 4 of the final 5 and picked up their 10th win of the year, 31-12 over the Sooners. 2 teams battling for position in the Big Ten, Wisconsin and Illinois, both squared off that on Sunday. In one of our top matchups to watch at 133, it was Wisconsin's 7th-ranked Ryan Taylor who took number 2-ranked Zane Richards to the brink of defeat, but the difference was 2 minutes of riding time for Richards, who took the match 5-4. Coming off the first loss of his career, Isaiah Martinez put on a takedown clinic and scored a 16-1 tech fall over T.J. Rochelle. At 165, 4th-ranked Steven Rodriguez dropped a 5-2 decision to 3rd-ranked Isaac Jordan, and the Badgers took a 5-point lead at that point. We go to 174, where the 2nd-ranked Zach Brunson scored a 13-2 major over Seth Leigel. Jeff Koepke, Andre Lee, and Brooks Black swept the final 3, and Illinois got the win 21-13. Stay tuned. Takedown continues. That's after this.
Proudly made in the USA, Danmar offers incredible protection and customized gear. I'm Tony Ramos, NCAA champion and world team member. Take my word that Danmar Warrior headgear is the best. It's what I use. Look for my limited edition signature headgear at a retailer near you or online at danmarwarrior.com. I'm a world-class warrior and you can be one too with Danmar. Follow me on Twitter at T_Ram133 or on my website, teamramos.co.
Every day in this sport, you have an opportunity to make a difference. To win in this sport, you have to have 3 things. A strong body will give you the conditioning to win. A strong mind will give you the technical ability to win. But a strong heart will give you the opportunity to win when no one else thinks you can. Let today be your day. Strong mind, strong body, strong heart. That together makes a champion.
Speed the Sauce Man here. While sauces and seasonings are our business, food is our passion, and we've been helping make your favorite foods taste better for years. Try our Wings and Things hot sauce and everything from chicken wings to your morning eggs. Use it in recipes like spicy chicken noodle dinner, party dip, and buffalo chicken pizza. It's not only delicious, but it's award-winning too. Wings and Things recently earned first place honors in the hot sauce category at the National Barbecue Association's Award of Excellence competition. Remember, smart cookies use cookies.
Come home to Casey's General Stores. Right now, get any large made-from-scratch traditional or flatbread sausage pizza for only $10. Order online at Casey'sToGo.com or with our new mobile app and enter for a chance to win free gas for a year. Download the Casey's app now in the App Store or Google Play and receive exclusive coupons. Find nearby locations with gas prices and sign up to win great prizes. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Well, before Adeline Gray and Helen Marula started winning world medals, Takara Montgomery was helping lay the foundation for female wrestlers in America. Now the head coach of Lindenwood University, the two-time world medalist, joined us to talk about her team and the future of women's wrestling.
The last year and this year included, this has probably been one of the most competitive couple of years for women's wrestling. I mean, in the past, we've had some clear-cut people out front. Even for the number 2 and 3 places, you kind of knew where the teams were going to fall. And this year, I think it is really open for anyone. It's going to be the program that can put it all together at the right time in the right place. So we're hoping to be that team coming up here in the next couple of weeks. For this year, it's growing. It's been going by leaps and bounds over the last few years, and it's going to continue to grow. And I think it helps the sport of wrestling overall, as we can show the diversity. We can show all these people who probably wouldn't have looked or gone out of their way to watch a women's match, but they actually see the level of commitment, technique, and dedication that are put into these matches with these elite wrestlers. And it's going to help draw more fans, the most positive things. But once you show what these girls are doing, what they're capable of, that's only going to add and garner more fans for women's wrestling and wrestling as a whole.
Thanks, Takara. Well, coming off their 9th win of the year, Stanford has quietly climbed to the top of the Pac-12. We talked with Cardinal head coach Jason Borelli about the team's win over Arizona State and the rise of the Stanford Cardinal.
You know, it's easy to forget about us. We're out on the West Coast, but you know, when you got Oregon State and you have us and Arizona State and Bakersfield, and Boise's has, you know, over the last, you know, decade or so, you know, they've had some tremendous success, and the history that Cal Poly's had, you know, with individuals and some great team finishes, you know, years back. You know, there's a lot of good teams, and there's just a lot of talented athletes on those teams. So I think, you know, Arizona State's recruiting has really, really taken shape, and so the future is bright for them. Oregon State's always strong, and of course we feel like we're moving along nicely. So I think you're going to see a good resurgence out of the conference in the coming years, and even this year, I think you know, we have a lot of guys individually in our conference that have a chance to compete for national titles and All-American honors. So I think it's a great time to be on the West Coast and be involved in Pac-12 wrestling. We're excited.
All right, before we go to break, let's find out what's up with that technique freak. Here's Chad Lohman with your takedown move of the week.
Today I'm going to show you guys how to get to a shot off your inside tie and your elbow pass. First thing, I'm going to come up here into my inside tie. Now I want to get over this arm. I'll extend my arm a little bit, and then I'm going to put my elbow to my knee to pass the elbow. That opens up this doorway right here, and I can pick my shot. If I feel like a high crotch is open, I penetrate right through it. On a better guy, maybe I get to my inside tie, I pass, he might start circling. I'm gonna come back, go sweep. So first step is to get my inside tie, I extend, and then bring elbow to the knee. Moving him. Right there, pick my shot, finish through. That's how you do an elbow pass to a shot. That's your technique of the week.
He's number 1 in our rankings. James Green joins us right after the break. Stay tuned.
Dolimer Sports Surfaces is the exclusive home of the Flexi Connect, the world's first tapeless wrestling mat. With its patented hook and loop system, the Flexi Connect actually strengthens its connection as you use the mat. With no mat tape required, it is also easier to keep your mat clean, as well as save time on setting up and tearing down your mat for practice or competition. All of Dolimer's standard Flexi Roll lightweight features are also included with the Flexi Connect mat. Dolimer Sports Surfaces. Others imitate, we innovate.
Well, less than a year after his college career ended, four-time All-American James Green has become one of the top freestyle stars in the country. We sat down with the world bronze medalist to talk about his next tournament in Istanbul, the Olympic trials, and a lot more. It's been a while for you since competition.
Yeah, I haven't competed since World Championships, so yeah, it's been this first year for me not being competing back-to-back weekends like the college season. So it's definitely been a while, and I'm definitely itching for a scrap. So I'm ready to get out there and compete with some guys.
Tight Mercury
Especially
Wrestling
at the
Club.
weight.
Tight Mercury Wrestling Club, Nebraska Regional Training Center. Done a good job. So proud of you, world bronze medalist. And man, I tell you what, you made it look good.
Yeah, obviously it would have been better if it was gold, but it was definitely a learning stone, and I had fun doing it, especially ending the tournament with a pin. Got the crowd going, and the atmosphere, especially wrestling my first World Championships at home, it was just great. There was a lot of fans there. A lot of my family was there to support me, and yeah, I just loved wrestling in front of the crowd. Big crowds like that, that's what, we live to wrestle for.
Let's talk about your weight class. 65 kilos loaded with great, I mean, it's a who's who, really. From Jason Chamberlains and Humphreys, Molineros, Picos, Kennedy, Stevers, Greens, Olivers, Metcalfs. I mean, this is a who's who. Go back to collegiate weights from like 140 all the way up to 165. So take a look at that, break it down. Anybody there you're just really looking forward to facing?
If I could, I would like to wrestle all the guys, If I could have a spot where it just let me wrestle everyone, that would be great. But yeah, it's definitely a tough field. I like to wrestle Metcalf in competition, Jo, Stever, Kennedy, a lot of the guys that have been at top, just kind of so that leave no doubt with a lot of the people in USA Wrestling to know that they're getting the best guy at the weight class, and to be the best guy, you got to beat the best. And right now, Stever, Metcalf, and Jo have been usually the top guys at the weight. So I would definitely like to wrestle all three of them and compete for the spot.
What's been your experience with Brent Metcalf prior to, any competition you might be facing here in the future?
He lives up to his name. Brett Metcalf. He's going to grind. He's going to wrestle you from beginning to end. We wrestled a couple of times at the OTC at some training camps, and yeah, there are always some great matches back and forth, and yeah, like a lot of scoring. But that's granted that I'm up at a weight class that I wrestled at 70 kilos, so it'll be different to be in his territory and those other guys that are wrestling the field down at their weight and wrestling them at 65 kilos.
What's your game plan should you face him? Is it just try to get him to wrestle your style or what?
I'm going to do what I always do, take a lot of shots, looking to score. And over this break since the World Championships, we've been working a lot on parterre offense. So I'm going to look to try and get points on top, not only on my feet, but on top as well.
I got to ask you about one of your training partners. Some people call him Champ. He's an amazing man. He truly is. Turns out he's a pretty darn good father, good husband, excellent coach. But to you, he's become a mentor. Talk to me about Jordan Burroughs and your special relationship.
Yeah, it's we were talking about this the other day. This is his 10th year out here, and this is my 5th year. And what happened was his senior year was my senior year in high school, and he had been my host for my recruiting trip. And before I even came to visit, Nebraska was one of the top schools that were talking to me, and I just knew I was coming here. But from that day to right now, Jordan, we've been working out. We've worked out. I can't even count how many times, but he's always, giving me little tips here and there. And Manning and Snyder, they're always right there too. They've developed me and helped me develop into a better wrestler. Every year I've been, just making gains. Whether it's moving my feet or getting another takedown or being able to wrestle a whole match. They've just been there. And this year going into Worlds was especially, I think it was the best thing that could have happened. Me and Jordan made the team same year. We were not only training at Nebraska at the same time, but when we went to the Olympic Training Center, we were roommates. When we went to the World Championships, we were roommates. And then we wrestled the same day. So our routine for preparing for the World Championship was very similar. And I think that's what, if you go to any regional training center, that's what guys are looking for, just someone they can have that can push them to that next level, that can keep them in good shape, that can, make them the best they can be. And I think that's the kind of relationship me and Jordan have. And, this year, looking to make the world or Olympic team, I'll be right there behind him again. And hopefully we'll be bringing back both golds. But Jordan has definitely been a great mentor, whether it's wrestling and lifestyle, in and out the room. He's just been great.
James, always good to talk to you, man. We'll look forward to seeing the results from Istanbul. Best to you, your team, and, of course, the mighty one, Jordan Burroughs, as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Every week we give away free gear from our friends at the Takedown Shop in Atlanta, Georgia, singlets and other sweet stuff from Nike, Asics, and Adidas. Let's see who wins it this week. Oh, it's Cameron Jones of Asheville, North Carolina. Congratulations, Cameron. Hey, if you want to win, all you need to do is follow along on Facebook and Twitter, like and retweet through the week for your chance to score a custom singlet from the Takedown Shop. For more news, interviews, other contests, and articles, head over to takedownwrestle.com. Be sure to follow us on social media for all the breaking wrestling news as it happens, and listen to Takedown Radio Live. That's every Saturday morning on the iHeart app. For our staff in Des Moines, Iowa, I'm Scott Casper. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.